Hey, what it do, y'all? I'm doing this video from the house simply because I'm supposed to bend in this video, you heard me? All right, listen, this is for the people, because of course y'all know I own a couple of things I'll be doing, but this is for the people, episode 4, officially. I got the numbers together. All right, y'all dig. So I want to talk about, and I waited for this conversation in particular because I kind of wanted things to die down a little bit. I wanted the people to have a better thought process, on this. When you get a chance to think about, things, it's kind of different. You can kind of see the wrongs and the rights and the possibilities on what maybe you should have done or should have said or what have you. So I wanted to kind of wait on this so everybody can get, I guess, maybe a more rational thought about it. So this topic is just kind of for, just the things that is done in this world, by black people to black people, or by minorities against minorities, which is something that, I'm strongly against as a whole. We shouldn't have to do anything against anybody unless we 100% have to. So if you don't, like need to defend yourself, I don't believe that you should be doing anything against somebody that looks like you or anybody else for that matter. But I'm only speaking about the looking like you in regards to minorities seem to do the most danger, the most devastation, the most everything to each other. Although, of course the world is messed up as a whole, but we do, a whole bunch of dumb stuff to each other all the time. All right. So what happened was you got Tank and Angela Yee and I guess some other ladies. Apparently, Yee has some female panel or whatever that she does. So on this panel, of course, the topic came up. It's kind of crazy. The topic was about some dude not wanting to really tell his old lady about stuff that he had done before, just to kind of save her from maybe feeling some kind of way, which everybody I would imagine would do. I mean, it just seems like a common sense thing to me, because like some things, just don't need to be known. I mean, like everybody, has a past in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and just some things don't need to be known. I mean, you got dudes out here that was, what I'm saying, stick up cats. You got chicks out here that were stick up cats or robbers or drug dealers or whatever, whatever your thing might have been, everybody got a pass. So, what I'm saying, some of the things need to be said and some of them don't. I believe if you live that life, but, you've been gone from it for a while, and, you're not a threat to, whomever your spouse might be, ain't nobody looking for you. You're not about to go to jail or, stuff like that. Hey, man, I don't really think you have to discuss that or tell that to your spouse. But apparently the spouse was like, or the debate rather, because I don't really remember all of it. I probably should have went back over it before I shot the video, but hey, it is what it is. But the topic was, he's a liar because he didn't, tell the girl his stuff, his old lady's stuff. Now, I don't really believe that he was a liar or lying, because he didn't necessarily even have to tell her at all. Right? But Tank made the comment saying that I've done construction work, but I'm not a construction. I'm not, that's not what I do. I've done some construction, but I'm not a construction worker. And I mean, like everybody's done that. I mean, everybody's had a job that they've worked and had to do something that was different, just as a part of getting whatever done. But that don't make you that person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you're at work, y'all had a party or whatever, the floor need to be swept. Does that make you the janitor? No, it doesn't make you the janitor. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that needed to be done, You know what I'm saying? Right here, right now, but that doesn't define who you are. You know what I'm saying? As a person. And I agree with Tank on that theory that, hey, just because he said that, or maybe the guy told a small lie to save his old lady's feelings, that doesn't make him a liar. Because if that's the case, then everybody on the planet is a liar, because everybody's told what is called a white lie or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that to be the case. But what troubled me about this whole thing, which also made me stop listening to the Breakfast Crew as a whole, although I didn't really listen to a lot of it anyway, because I mean, some of this cultural thing, you know what I'm saying, the way that they promote this negativity and stuff like that. If you know me, I apologize. I'm not into negativity in no way, shape, form, or factor from nobody. So I get up and I wake up every morning. I'm positive, and I plan on staying positive all day. Believe that. But Angela Yee, however, decides to say, you know what I'm saying? If you suck dick, does that make you gay? Or if you suck dick twice, does that make you gay? Here's my first problem with that. First off, you wasn't talking about that. So I'm gonna start in the beginning. That's the beginning, right? Nobody out of I think it was 4 women plus Tank, was talking about no dicks. Okay, for the people in the back. Nobody out of the 4 or 5 women that was there as a part of this panel or committee for the talk show, the blog, or whatever it is, plus Tank, was talking about any dicks at all. All right? So, now, however, Angela Yee decides to bring dicks up to the equation. So, now, of course, Tank is like, wait a minute here, what the fuck is, he's probably shocked as shit, which I would be too, because like, how do we get here? You understand what I'm talking about? How do we get here speaking about this, sexual thing, you know what I'm saying, as a whole, let alone something for me that you don't believe that I am. You don't believe that I'm gay. So even in your worstest thought, why would you even bring that up? What was the purpose? All right, so she brings it up. So saying, well, if you suck dick, does that make you gay? And I mean, for me, the question was wrong on so many different levels, because why are you going to salt the man up like that? Why are you going to insult the man like that? Why are you going to bring up any gay tendencies or have anybody, in any form of belief that this man might be homosexual? If he is, that's cool. But you still don't talk about his sexual preference. That's not your place. If he decides to, then that's fine. Although, of course, he didn't say any of that. So I don't want nobody thinking out of this video that I'm saying that, because I'm not, by no means. But even if he was, that's his business. And I'm pretty sure still at the same time, he would be saying like, this ain't really what we're talking about. But at the same time, I think he did the responsible thing and still was like, what it boiled down to was, if you sucked the dick and then you didn't really know if you felt any kind of way about it, and then you sucked the dick again and decided that you didn't like it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, does it still make you gay? Okay, my point for this whole thing is, and I just got this damn phone. This fuck is huge. It's kind of crazy trying to hold this bitch. But my whole thing is, Why bring any drama or potential drama to anybody, let alone a culture of people that are already looked down upon, frowned upon, and basically end up selling their souls in so many different ways, forms, and fashions as a whole anyway? Why would you bring this upon him? Especially as somebody that's supposed to be somebody that helps, because I think they have the Axe Yee whatever, so she's supposed to be not necessarily like a psychiatrist or what have you, but she's supposed to be helpful to people. So if this is really what your thing is, or really where you at, why would you potentially do or say something to smear somebody's image or put them out there or anything else of that nature that's in any negative form? So how did that whole thing come up? I don't know. I will tell you, however, that as a person, as a man, as a somebody that's a mature person, that was wrong as shit. Wrong as shit. And in my opinion, she's a shit motherfucker for doing that. Matter of fact, a piece of shit motherfucker for doing it. All right? So now let's get to the next day. Well, Charlemagne, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to call him what he calls himself, because I don't deem it necessary, because if you're a God, you're a God. And I don't believe no gods down here. You know what I mean? Unless the God's down here is the God that, in my opinion, that's placed inside of everybody. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to call you, you know what I'm saying, no God, because in my opinion, you're definitely not. So, I mean, I understand that everybody names himself and brands himself or whatever, but I'm not going to brand myself out of who I really am and what I can physically do, all right? So, of course, it's news. And that's why I say I brought this late, because I didn't want it to be a part of that, you know what I mean? Because I want to bring this realism to this whole conversation, and maybe people will start thinking, on a better realm, that, hey, sometime maybe you shouldn't say something. Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? Sometimes you ought not pick at anything, even if you know that something may be crazy, don't pick at it. All right? So we go to Charlemagne. Charlemagne immediately has Tank to come on the show, like the next morning. And his biggest thing was to only talk about the dicks thing, in which I don't know what's going on with Charlemagne, but if anybody listened to the show in the morning, he has a fetish with men and dicks and, all of those things that I don't think no man should be saying to one another for no reason. I mean, you women that may be listening to this, you probably don't know, but guys will go in the restroom. If it's two stalls in a restroom and it's not covered by a divider, if they're not about to use a bathroom on themselves and one person is already in there using one, they'll wait. If there's three, stalls in there without a divider, the first guy that's going to go up in there is going to go to either one or three. You want to know why? Because he don't want nobody next to him. And I don't think it's a homophobic thing or nothing like that. It's just kind of programming. We're programmed that, you know what I'm saying, when another man got his shit out, you don't necessarily have your shit out around me. It's a bathroom, so we kind of, you know what I'm saying, fucked up like that. But we don't believe that another man's, privates is supposed to be out when ours is out. That's just how we're built, all right? So, Charlemagne, with whatever his fetish is for penises, and men, again, you need to cut it. You know what I mean? So he wants him up there because he wants to go over this whole thing or whatnot. Okay, cool. It's news. That's a part of what y'all do, whether it's good or bad or the ugly. You know what I'm saying? And which, again, I don't approve of neither one of that. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, everybody out here should be trying to do the best and be the best for people as a whole. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that. So he's talking about the thing. And then I do appreciate the fact that he told Yee, like, hey, you threw this man up under the bus. Matter of fact, you threw this motherfucker up under 18 buses, 2 semis, and 15 bridges. I mean, you like really put this dude out here. So, throughout this whole thing that they had, she took not 1 second to apologize to Tank in no way, shape, form, or fashion. None. After all of the comments that came behind it, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that was like, hey, Yee, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? You try to put it out there because when people start putting those memes out there, it looked like Tank was saying, hey, if I I sucked a dick, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? That don't make me gay, you know what I'm saying? Because I suck a dick. I might, you know what I'm saying? Didn't really feel nothing the first time. I didn't feel no kind of way, which is what he was saying in response to her question. But you knew that all of this stuff was taken out of proportion. So if it's taken out of proportion, the first thing, in my opinion, that she should have did was explain to people, hey, wait a minute, let me set up the dialogue for this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play the clip so y'all can have the official thing. Of course, it's over the radio, so you wouldn't be able to hear, see the visuals, but you'll be able to hear what everybody said. She very well could have done that. You knew the Tank was coming in. You could have had the people queue it up. But the fact of the matter is she didn't want to do that. Because you want to go on and go with the entertainment regardless as to whoever it hurts. And that's bullshit. And I'm not faulting Tank for nothing at all, but Tank should have defended himself the first time when he had that panel with them. I appreciate him coming back up the next day and really, making sure that he laid it out or whatever. But hey, man, sometimes you got to check people in their place. Sometimes you got to check people in their place because they get out of their place. And I understand in, news and radio and television and all that, you still have to be out here on the scene. You still have to be seen. You still have to promote everything. I understand all of that. It's all good. It's not a problem, right? But at the same time, don't let nobody tarnish who you are. You know what I mean? And I'm just keeping it real over here. It's just like, from where I sit, I'm definitely tired of minorities shooting down minorities when you're in some position of influence. You know what I mean? Now, most people that know me, I should be probably one of the most negative people out here, the way that my schedule goes and the way that I do work, and working 6 days a week in my trials and tribulation, and I grind every day. 7 days a week. There are no off days. You know what I mean? I think Kevin Gates was talking about me when he said don't get tired. Because I don't really have a choice. If I plan on living my life, I got to be making moves every day. And I don't mind making the moves every day. They're legal moves. I'm not committing no crimes. I'm not out here robbing nobody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting nobody down. I'm not selling no drugs. None of that. You know what I mean? But the moral to this one is, be positive every day. Be positive in every way. Don't put nobody down. And even to the point where, like, we got these shows and stuff out here. Stop watching and listening to these people that's pushing all this junk into your system. Quit making those people viable that's not viable. If you want to be a positive person, you be a positive person all the time. If you want to be a negative person, you be a negative person all the time. Don't try to walk the fine line between negative and positive. You know what I'm saying? And that even goes as far as your post. Don't post your godly post, your black queen, your the 16-year-old finished college, you know what I'm saying, in 6 months. Don't do that. If you're gonna be positive, you be positive all the time. If you're gonna be negative all the time. Because you got to remember, your works are gonna decide, who you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So represent your clique, good or bad. Good or bad. Represent your clique, good or bad. I mean, decide, which side you're gonna be on and support that side all the time. So if you're saying that you want to be better, you want to be a better person, you want to see betterment amongst people, and black people in particular, make sure that you stop supporting the things that put us down. Make sure you stop listening to the things that put us down. Make sure you stop sharing the things that's going to Now, oh yeah, and P.S. If you people that send me some of this stuff into my Facebook Messenger, come on, y'all, please stop sending me people fighting and shooting. You know what I mean? If you over like 6 years old, you shouldn't even be, caring about that like that. You shouldn't be caring about that like that. So the moral of this story, y'all, is, stop supporting, any faction that supports negativity of anybody, black people in particular. You understand what I'm saying? Even yourself. Stop being negative. All right? Here we go, y'all. Oh, I almost forgot. Please like. Please, this seems to be the thing, but apparently it does work because apparently it's important. But please share, like, share, and subscribe to the For the People channel. I'm gonna be bringing y'all more stuff. I got more stuff to come, but I'm pretty sure y'all know I've been really busy. But I want to try to get this movement going. I do appreciate you people that have been checking out the videos and stuff like that, and calling me and texting me and stuff and giving me support. I appreciate all of y'all. I love all of y'all. Again, For the People, we out. Let's keep it moving forward, y'all.